Cambridge, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Cambridge. I'm Morgan Perkins, and here's what's up. The Rotary Club of Milton will be hosting their 4th annual Rise Against Hunger on Friday, March 2nd, 3:30 p.m. in the CHS cafeteria. Student and teacher volunteers are needed to pack up nearly 22,000 meals. If you would like to participate, contact Ms. DiLorenzo. With all the cold weather we've had, you need something to keep you warm. Cambridge blankets are here. Please stop by Coach Gray's room 2447 to get yours today. The cost is $35. Funds support the Cambridge track and field team. Want to show off that golf swing? The 5th annual Snowball Golf Tournament will be held at White Columns Country Club on February 26th. It is $125 per person that will go to benefit our Cambridge Boys and Girls Golf programs. Now stay tuned for Newswire with Matthew George.
Thank you, Morgan. I'm Matthew George with Newswire. Fulton County has announced the Inclement Weather Day makeups. It'll take place on February 16th, March 9th, and March 12th. President's Day weekend will still take place as well as spring break. School will still end before Memorial Day. Now, these dates are subject to change in the event of any other inclement weather or any cancellations that the county does execute. This was Matthew George with Newswire. Back to you, Morgan.
Thanks, Matthew. We'll be right back with the bottom line after this quick break.
Come out and support your Senior Bears February 2nd for our last home game against Centennial. Girls at 6 and boys at 7:30. Senior special recognition starts in between girls and guys game.
So imagine, it's March 10th SAT day. You arrive at the high school to take the test and you realize that you completely forgot to sign up. So you're like, darn. And since you didn't take the SAT, you didn't get accepted to any colleges. And since you didn't get accepted to any colleges, your parents kicked you out. And since your parents kicked you out, you're forced to live in your car, and now your car has rats and it smells like cheese and the rats eat you alive.
What's an SAT?
Hey Cambridge, my name is Carson Kendrick, and this is The Bottom Line. So we're back in action, and I'm ready to be giving you all the news. So boys basketball stole the show on Monday, beating Northview 63-52 and hit it big again on Tuesday, beating Johns Creek 57-45. Make sure you congratulate the team on doing amazing this season with a current record of 22 victories and 1 loss. Tonight, the boys compete in their playoff game at 7:30. Let's show up so they can show out. The girls basketball face tough competition against Northview and Johns Creek. We know the Lady Bears are ready to come back next game and fight for the victory. Let's give them all the support we can at their game today at 6 o'clock. Now here's Katie with the Scholar Athlete of the Week.
What's up, Cambridge? Welcome to Scholar Athlete of the Week. This week's athlete is a Cambridge basketball player we all know, named Bryce Butel.
I've been playing basketball for 11 years, and it has become my passion, and I love putting on my jersey and playing with my best friends on the court every day. Basketball has taught me how to become a leader and lead from example. It's taught me how to manage time in my life by juggling academics, family, and basketball. I have developed lifetime friendships with my teammates and brothers on the court. Along with playing basketball and keeping up with my social life, I also challenge myself with rigorous classes and keep my grades up. It's not always easy, but basketball has taught me to stay motivated and always keep my head up. I don't know where my life would be without basketball.
And that's it for this week, Bears, and go Pats!
Thanks, Katie. Last Friday and Saturday, Swim and Dive Bears competed in the Metro Championship Invitational. The whole team placed top 10. Let's show our Swim Bears some encouragement today at the state competition and tomorrow at Georgia Tech. Thanks for watching, Bears. My name is Carson Kendrick, and this was your Bottom Line. Back to you, Morgan.
Now it's time for something that we have really needed lately. Here's the weather update with Matthew George.
Thank you, Morgan. For today, Friday, expect partly cloudy skies with a high of 50 and a low of 27. There won't be any chance of rain. Winds are variable northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. The weekend kicks off with times of sun and clouds with the highs in the low 50s and the lows in the mid 30s. Sunday, we'll expect it to be mainly cloudy and rainy with the highs in the upper 40s and the lows in the upper 30s. Kicking off a new week with slightly higher temperatures with the high in the low 60s and the low in the mid 30s. Tuesday, expect the lows to be in the 60s and the high in the upper 40s. Both days will be clear skies with a little chance of rain. We'll be expecting showers early Wednesday, high in the mid 50s and lows in the mid 30s. Thursday, expect highs in the upper 40s and the lows in the upper 20s to low 30s. Finishing off on Friday, we are expecting a high in the upper 50s and the lows in the mid 30s. The forecast is still likely to change as we have witnessed throughout this variable winter. This was Matthew George with your weekly weather. Back to you, Morgan.
It's February, and you know what that means? That's right, the Super Bowl.
You gotta reference the town, right? Great movie.
Great movie.
Ben Affleck, great Bostonian there.
Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting.
Rocky. Number one movie's got all time Rocky. Absolutely Rocky.
Silver Linings Playbook.
Silver Linings Playbook, yeah.
Invincible. Allie, baby. Allie.
It's a Rocky story, absolutely.
We'll eventually have the movie about the greatest dynasty ever in all of sports.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
That as well.
It's a future movie there.
We took our wedding pictures in front of the Rocky statue.
There you go.
It's funny that when Wahlberg, who's from Boston, wants to be in a football movie, it's a football movie about Philadelphia.
And he was from Boston.
Yeah.
He had to get big. There you go. There you go.
Who hasn't climbed the steps?
There you go. Absolutely.
You gotta climb the steps.
Of course.
We basically invented America.
Where do the Pilgrims land?
Well, they landed in Virginia first, but then Plymouth, Massachusetts.
Declaration of Independence, Constitution Convention.
Liberty Bell.
So,
The Boston Tea Party,
yeah, Boston.
John Adams.
when we finally revolted.
Yep.
Paul Revere. Ooh, good one.
The first medical school, first children's hospital, also took children.
Lots of history in Boston.
The first college, Harvard.
Yes, excellent.
6 Super Bowl. Wait, that's future.
Not yet.
Sorry.
Go.
It's not the first rodeo.
TB12, Bill Belichick, James Harrison, David Andrews, UGA, go Dogs.
Because they're awesome.
Of course, why not?
Nick Foles is always good for half a season.
I think the
Good
Eagles. I think the Eagles have the same amount of Super Bowls as the Browns. Is that right?
I think.
And we're not even close to that yet.
Yeah, 8 games. He's good for 8 games every year. He hasn't used them up.
So, how
Who?
good can he be?
Wait a minute. Who is Nick Foles? Who is that?
I think he's a career backup. Yeah,
Career backup. Exactly.
best job in
Third string for
all
the
the
Rams.
world. Career
Third
backup.
string for the Rams.
Oh
Excellent.
wow.
That's a good one. That is a good question.
I'm gonna say Eagles 31, Patriots 19.
27-21.
Yeah, I think it'll be.
It depends. How inflated are the footballs?
28-14.
27-24.
I was going to say 38-20. 34-28.
Michael?
35-24.
I'm going 32-16. Comfortable win for the Patriots this time.
I'm
around.
going 24-20.
And the other thing is too, I think America is rooting for the Eagles.
It's our turn.
We say things like "use guys" and "absolutely." We say things, but you know, New England, you don't even know what they say. Like the word "car," they say "car." I think it's hard to understand what they're saying sometimes. So I think America really is behind this team.
5 plus 1.
E-A-T-L-E-S, Eagles!
Nice.
You still have time to vote on naming our mascot. Just visit cambridgehs.org and click on the link to cast your vote. Also, be sure to follow our school store on Instagram at CHS School Store for your chance to win a free t-shirt next Friday. That's all for this week's show. Now, if you would, please pause for a moment of quiet reflection.
Too slow, do it again.
Come on.
Thanks for tuning in, Cambridge. I'm Morgan Perkins, and we will leave you with this special segment to reflect on an equally special person.
Miss Yarborough opened Cambridge High School when Cambridge first opened, and it was her first teaching position.
She was so excited just to walk through the halls and just for the opportunity to start her teaching career.
It didn't take long at all to know her, because she wore her heart on her sleeve.
Even the times where things weren't going well medically with her, she always found the positive. She was always talking about how one student made her laugh, or the way she reached another student to learn something in math that they thought they could never learn.
Her last 3 years, when she was battling, she never gave up, and she was so positive. And that's something that is going to forever stay with me, her positivity.
A lot of times in life we stress about things we can't control, and I think she just taught me to focus on the things that are important, like the people around you. She really did inspire people to do better, inspire people to be good people. There has not been one person that works at Cambridge that didn't have a positive interaction with Miss Yarborough. As sad as we are, we mourn the fact that she's no longer with us, but in spirit she is, and her memory will still continue to go on at Cambridge High School.
We are really sad that she's no longer here, and very happy for the time that we had with her.
She just touched our lives. Every single person that she knew, she touched everyone's lives in such a positive way.
Your darkness will be rewritten to a work of fiction you'll see.
We have made a decision that each month we give out a recognition for our Teacher of the Month or our Staff Member of the Month called the Cambridge Crest of Honor. So going forward, the Crest of Honor will now be called the Becky Yarborough Cambridge Crest of Honor. And all people who deserve that award are ones that resemble the things that Miss Yarborough brought to school every day.